What if a temple made of bones in Crete whispered the day you'll die? This super creepy story from Crete's mountains in 2072 will grab you tight. Jessa Kade, a cave explorer, finds a scary bone temple that says when she die, but its voices follow her, making everyone hear their doom. Stay to face the fear. Crete's rocky mountains tower under a hot blue sky, their cliffs sharp like broken glass. Jessa climbs in her sturdy boots, her rope clinking as she searches for hidden caves to map. The camp's tents flap in the wind, her only home since she left her town. Jessa's heart hurts because her dad died falling in a cave 3 years ago. His last words, "It speaks," stuck in her head. She hopes Crete's caves will tell her what he meant. One day, her flashlight hits something strange, a cave wall covered in bones, stacked like a temple. When she gets close, a whisper says, "Jessa, you die tomorrow," in a voice like cracking twigs, and her heart pounds. She thinks it's her mind playing tricks, but she freezes when the bones glow and show her dad's face, his eyes empty, staring at her. Jessa's scared, but she can't leave the cave. The bone temple gets creepier, whispering louder, and bad things start happening at camp. Radios buzz with static, lanterns flicker like they're scared, and the air feels cold, even in the heat. Jessa's headlamp, which helps her see in caves, stings her head, like the voices are trying to get inside her brain. Other climbers start hearing whispers, 2 voices saying when they'll die, stealing their sleep. Jessa checks the bones, but they're not normal. They have tiny marks that glow under her light. She tells her friend Kale, a tough guide with a scar on his face from a rock slide. Kale checks the cave and finds carvings on the bones, pictures of people with dates, running from a dark shape in the sky. The temple whispers, "You're marked," in a spooky voice, and Jessa's hands shake so much she drops her rope. What's this temple trying to do? Jessa and Kale decide to go deeper. They gear up and climb into the mountain, where the air is damp and their breaths echo in their helmets. The caves twist like a maze, with walls of sharp rock that gleam like teeth. Their lights catch weird marks carved in the stone, marks that seem to move when they're not looking. Jessa's stomach feels sick, like something's watching. The bone carvings lead to a hidden chamber deep inside, its walls covered in bones that pulse like a heartbeat. In the center, a big bone altar glows, with whispers coming from inside, like a choir of ghosts. Dark shapes swirl in the bones, like shadows with no bodies. Jessa feels dizzy, like the chamber's pulling her in. Kale's tools find signals from the altar, not from Earth, but from way out in space, far past the stars. The chamber feels wrong, like it's alive. Jessa's headlamp shows scary pictures, her dad's fall, climbers screaming, and an old Crete village buried in shadows. Kale says the temple is part of something called the Doom, not just bones but a trap that catches people's fates. The Bone Temple works for the Reapers, a creepy force that loves fear and gets stronger every whisper. The camp starts breaking down. Tents collapse in sudden winds, ropes snap, and climbers act strange, walking together with eyes that glow like the bones. Jessa's afraid they're not themselves anymore. Kale finds a black stone in the chamber, carved with stars that look like eyes, shaking with the temple's voice. The temple's whispers get loud like a scream saying, "We set." Jessa wonders if she's still free or if the Doom's got her trapped. Things get worse. Crete's mountains shake, like the ground's angry. Jessa finds a piece of the black stone, and it glows, showing her dad's face. He looks so scared, like he's stuck in a dark place, begging her to run. Everyone's headlamps start showing the same thing, a dark web where voices set death. Dates. The Bone Temple shows a big net of glowing lines, like a trap catching every person in the camp. Each dot in the net is someone's fate, each whisper their fear. The caves make a creepy sound, like a low hum, and the echoes match the Doom's web, like the whole mountain's waking up. Kale finds a carving saying the Reapers want the whole world next. They're not just in Crete, they're tied to other bones in space, all hungry for fates. Jessa sees a vision of dark shapes, like smoke with glowing eyes, talking about controlling or destroying everything. The doom signals shoot out to the stars, like the Reapers are coming closer. The camp's tools go crazy, radios scream her dad's voice, lanterns flash his face. Jessa feels her dad's whisper in the doom's web, so quiet, telling her to fight. Kale wonders if the Reapers are setting their deaths or testing them. Crete shakes with a bad hum, and the shadows swirl like a cage. Jessa stares at the bone altar, her hands cold, knowing a ghost might be waiting. She thinks about her dad, about the camp, about whether she can stop this thing or if it's too big. The air feels heavy, like it's pushing her down. The camp's too quiet now, and Jessa's not sure if she's alone or if the Reapers are. Already in her head, the bone temple glows brighter, its whispers louder, like it's excited. Jessa steps back, but the ground shakes, and the voices get stronger, calling her name over and over. She looks at Kale, who's pale, staring at the altar. They both know something's coming, something they can't stop. The caves outside rumble, like they're alive. Jessa's heart feels like it's breaking, but she won't give up, not yet. She grips her headlamp, hoping it holds a clue, but the whispers just keep coming, pulling her closer to the dark. The bones feel alive there, marks glowing like eyes. Jessa wonders if she'll ever leave, or if the doom has already set her fate. Twist. The bone temple isn't old, it's a space trap to set people's fates. Are we alive or already doomed? Could you enter a creepy bone temple knowing what it does? Tell us your scariest thoughts in the comments. Hit the like button. If this gave you chills, send it to all your adventure friends, and subscribe for more stories that'll blow your mind.